Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Super Bomberman for Super Nintendo. The first of 5 Super Bomberman games. America only got the first 2. Europe got those as well as the third one, but only Japan got all 5 for the Super Famicom. There's really not much to be said about this game. It's just Bomberman on an early 90s system made by Nintendo with 16-bit architecture. And that's it. Sure, there's a battle mode, which we're seeing right now, as well as a story mode, but nobody really talks about story mode now, do they? Everyone talks about the gameplay, which is always the main draw of these Bomberman games, which I'm not a stranger to. I played a couple on the channel myself, and, well, this is going to be yet another one that I play. Normal game takes you to story mode, battle mode as well, the battle mode. I hope I can show that off. And password lets you start off where you left off on normal game. We're going to start with normal game. And when you start normal game, you will be on a map, and you are in a small city with a castle in it. We'll be going to the other places soon enough, but for now, it's time to play round 1-1. A button drops the bombs, while the control pad lets you move around, also known as the D-pad. You move very slowly, you only drop one bomb, and the bomb explosions do not travel very far. As a matter of fact, they only travel 1 tile's worth of distance. And we really need to pick up power-ups in order to make our bombs better and give ourselves not only a fighting chance at survival, but also just to make the game a lot more fun, too. The red guys with the copters on their head, they move around very slowly and they take 1 hit to the feet. They don't give you a lot of points, but, well, the points are going to be useful. Speaking of your points, they're right there in the top part of the screen there, along with your current amount of lives and your current amount of time. The more white squares you have, the more time that you have. And you do not want to run out of time, or else you will lose a life and you'll be powered down a little bit. And dying in this game is no fun. And there is a flame icon. The flame icon extends the explosion radius of our blasts by 1 tile. So now they travel 2 tiles instead of 1. The bomb icon lets us drop an extra bomb. We can now drop 2 bombs instead of 1. And there's the exit tile, that flashing blue tile that just popped up right there from blowing up the stop blocks. You do not want to blow that up, because if you do, enemies will pop out of it, and that's no fun. And you will have to get rid of those enemies before you can continue on to the next stage. So, the sirens are known as the soft blocks. They're the blocks that you can blow up. Sometimes I'll call them destructible blocks, but really the lingo for them is soft blocks. And the hard blocks are the ones that you can't blow up. You'll be able to tell which is a soft block and which is a hard block. The hard blocks are placed more in an organized manner, while the soft blocks are just placed wherever. The soft blocks placement is definitely a lot more random than those of the hard blocks. And now we are on stage 1-2. We have a new enemy here, this blue and yellow guy who takes 2 hits to kill. But he moves around rather simply, just like the guys with the copter heads. They don't do much else. And I'm going to lay this right here. Well, that got rid of somebody. And I want to be very careful how I do virtually anything. And it was kind of cool that I did that, because I got rid of everybody with a chain of explosions there. And there are some skates. The skates let you move around a little more quickly. It is possible to pick up too many skates icons and go too fast, because too much speed can lead to a big tragedy in this game. Or any Bomberman game, rather. I should probably say that. And now we got this guy. He's going to be fun to blow up. And in case he went anywhere, he wouldn't have had much to go to. Now to blow up the rest of the soft blocks here. And hopefully do this without blowing myself up. You can blow yourself up with your own bombs. You can also trap yourself with your own bombs. You don't want to do either because, again, if you die, it's one hit and you're dead. And I believe you are a little bit powered down when you come back to life, which is something I don't want to deal with. And here is 1-3. We're now in a forest. We need to blow up some tree stumps here. The little brown guys that are just moving around here, they're pretty easy to deal with for the most part. They all take one hit to kill. They're not that hard to deal with, thankfully. And if you can defeat more than one enemy with an explosion or set of explosions, you can get your points multiplied. So it's 200, then 400 for a second, 800 for a third, so on and so forth. And alright, we have more range on the bombs now. Still want to be careful though. Especially with where everything in general is placed, not just the enemies or the exit tile, just everything really. And I want to make sure that I get rid of this. I want to make sure that I get all of the blocks blown up safely and effectively because... Ah! Good thing I found something. There's the kick icon. With the kick icon, you can move into a bomb and kick it to the nearest wall. Just kick it in the direction you walk into it in. Unlike other games, you can kick bombs into enemies and kill them without the bombs even blowing up. Like the bomb, when kicked into an enemy, outright destroys it. And now we have a new enemy here, these floating bomb enemies. They're not fun to deal with because they're going to be the first enemies that you see who can blow stuff up. Down there is a invulnerability vest, which unfortunately our friend's going to blow up here. Had we been able to grab that, we would have gotten some invulnerability, which we could have used to our advantage. Oh, no. And that's what I was talking about with the exit tile, because, yeah, not only can the bomb enemies attack you, as well as other enemies. The explosions don't discriminate, but the explosions can also hit the exit tile and summon monsters that you will have to deal with. Let's try not to do not smart things as we blow up the rest of these soft blocks. And yeah, I'm gonna have to go the long way around to do this. And the other soft blocks that are there. Again, I do not want to blow up the exit tile, but it's good to know that the enemies have showed it off for me, because I don't want to do it. Anyway, 1-5. New enemy here, the one-eyed blue guys. These guys will go for your bombs and blow them up should they see them. And it's not fun when that happens. And you got blown up. Another kick icon. Let's go ahead and use that. I really want to get rid of the blue guys, but they will go after your bombs when they see them. If only there was something that I could use to get rid of the bomb enemies. Nice. Well, there is. Assuming you can find it. You can blow up the blue one-eyed guys with a regular bomb. And there's the exit tile right there, but I don't want to go for that either. And there's the clock icon. That will give us some extra time if we need it. I may just end up going for it. But there's a certain item that always shows up here, and I want to make sure that I get it. And it may not show up. It may not show up. Or it's going to show up there. It's not going to show up at all. I'm guessing it got blown up. Well, you got to give yourself some distance to blow these guys up. But if you can blow them up, after 3 hits, you can definitely get rid of them that way. The thing that I was looking for was the remote bomb. It's a icon with a heart with a bomb in it. And when you have the remote bombs, you can press A to lay the bomb, and then press B to detonate the bomb whenever you want. Sadly, I couldn't get it over there. So now I have to use normal bombs like some sort of not smart person or something. I don't know. But we do have new enemies here. We have the tanks. Get out of there. Okay. The tanks take 3 hits to kill. They can be very nasty to deal with. And they also have flamethrowers. You heard right. We have flamethrowers to deal with now. And I think it's better if I get rid of enemies this way. Yeah, I may have to deal with... And that pickup right there lets you go through soft blocks. Of course, this will... This will replace the kick power-up. So, which won't allow us... Okay, we can still kick the bombs. I know in Saturn Bomberman, the kick command got replaced if you got that. So, that's why I was like, oh no, my kick's gonna get replaced with the ability to walk through soft blocks. Thankfully, it doesn't work like that here. And wow, 6,400 points. That was worth it. I am so glad that kicking bombs into enemies damages and kills them. Because I need that. And 1-7. We have more tanks. More tanks that I would like to deal with. And I don't want to kick... There we go. About to say, I don't want to kick my bombs into the fire because I'm pretty sure that these enemies will blow them up. Great, I now have to deal with more tanks. Fun! Yay! Okay, you're going that way. And I am getting a lot of points off of all these tanks, which is kind of cool, honestly. I don't know where these guys are going to go. Do want to do that. I'm glad I have the abilities that I do right now. And I think that's the second skate icon. The second... So I'm just going to grab this. And that's as far as I'm going to go for speed. Now, thankfully... I can go through soft blocks, so this will make it a little easier to destroy everything. Just in case I need to get my hands on some more power-ups, but I doubt I'm going to get remote bomb at this rate. And here we are. We should be making it to World 1-8 at this point. I need to be careful. Now the boss here, he just floats around, tries to hit the floor with his hammer. You want to make sure that you blow him up when he comes your way. Want to make sure you don't blow yourself up either, because that would be bad. You want to make sure you get a good clear shot on him too. Like, that was a good clear shot. And he has a little bit of range with that hammer too, so... Did that hit him twice? Like, did both bombs hit him? I think I may have done that. Yeah, I hit him with 2 bombs. Apparently his hitbox is a little bigger than I thought it was. He's even easier with the remote bomb, of course, but, well, if you don't have it, you can always do that. Actually, you still could. Just have everything set up where you can't blow yourself up and then just lie in wait and just press B whenever. And we are now on round 2-1. We have these little purple springy guys who are jumping around. We have these guys running on teacups who are obviously going through the stop blocks, which are the treasure chests in this case. That's fun. And we also have these purple-looking clown faces that are just moving around right there in the lower right-hand corner. So we got 3 new enemies to deal with. We got a whole new setting to deal with. And we'll make sense of it all in the next video. So join me next time for round 2 of Super Bomberman. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!